Welcome to Bulgaria. A hidden jewel of Europe where nature, history and soul blend in perfect harmony. From the snow-capped peaks of the Rila mountains to the golden beaches along the Black Sea, Bulgaria is a land of breathtaking contrasts and ancient beauty. It's where medieval fortresses watch over winding rivers, where monasteries nestle quietly in forested hills, and where every village, trail and valley holds a story waiting to be discovered. Whether you're exploring ancient Thracian tombs or wandering through flower-filled meadows, Bulgaria offers moments that feel untouched by time. But the true charm of Bulgaria lies in its peaceful rhythms and warm spirit. The serenity of the Rhodope Mountains, the mystique of Belogradchik Rocks, the spiritual stillness of Rila Monastery, and the charm of old towns like Plovdiv and Veliko Tarnovo. All offer something more than beauty. They offer connection, calm, and a deeper sense of place. So stay with us, because in this video, we'll guide you through 50 of the most stunning, calming, and unforgettable places across Bulgaria. Each one a hidden treasure waiting to be explored. Let the journey begin. 7 Rila Lakes. Tucked into the highest part of the Rila Mountains in Bulgaria, the 7 Rila Lakes are a natural wonder that feels almost sacred. Each lake sits at a different altitude, connected by streams and waterfalls that hum softly through the mountain meadows. The names of the lakes, like tear, eye, and kidney, reflect the shapes and quiet emotions they evoke. Surrounded by alpine grasslands and towering peaks, the air here is pure and crisp. The reflection of clouds drifting across the still water adds to the dreamlike atmosphere. Hikers often pause in silence, not just for the view, but for the peace that seems to settle over everything. It's a place where nature whispers and every step feels like part of a gentle meditation. Rhodope Mountains. The Rhodope Mountains stretch softly across southern Bulgaria, offering a landscape that is both majestic and soothing. Unlike jagged peaks found elsewhere, the Rhodopes are rounded and forested, their slopes rolling like green waves into the horizon. Mist often lingers in the early morning, giving the woods a dreamlike stillness. Traditional villages nestle quietly among the hills, where time seems to pass more slowly. Ancient legends, including those of Orpheus, echo through the pine-covered valleys, yet the mountains themselves remain calm and grounding. The sound of rustling leaves, distant church bells and birdsong create a natural symphony of peace. Whether you're wandering a forest trail or simply watching clouds pass from a hillside, the Rhodope Mountains invite you to breathe deeply and let go. Belogradchik. Belogradchik is known for its surreal rock formations, massive reddish stone towers that rise suddenly from green forests like guardians of another world. These rocks, carved by nature over millions of years, create a silent, sculptural landscape that feels both ancient and alive. Nestled among them is the Belogradchik fortress, blending almost invisibly into the stone as if grown there, not built. The entire area feels like a hidden realm where nature and history coexist in harmony. Mornings are especially peaceful, with mist curling around the rocks and birds gliding silently overhead. It's not a place of crowds or noise, it's a sanctuary of shapes, shadows, and stories waiting quietly to be discovered. Devil's Bridge. Deep in the Rhodope Mountains, the Devil's Bridge arches gracefully over the calm Arda River. Despite its name, the bridge evokes peace more than fear. Built in the Middle Ages, its perfectly symmetrical stonework and silent surroundings create an almost spiritual stillness. The river below flows slowly, mirroring the arc of the bridge and the trees lining its banks. Legend says the devil's shadow is hidden in the reflection, but visitors more often find tranquility here than anything sinister. The forest hushes around it, and the air is thick with the scent of damp stone and pine. Walking across this ancient bridge feels like stepping into another time, where craftsmanship met nature and time began to slow. Batak Reservoir. Batak Reservoir, nestled within pine-covered hills, is one of Bulgaria's most tranquil waterscapes. The lake stretches out like a mirror, reflecting forests, sky, and the occasional cloud drifting overhead. Around its shores, meadows open wide with wildflowers, and quiet trails lead through shady groves perfect for gentle walks. The atmosphere is hushed, broken only by the soft lapping of water or the call of a bird in the trees. Whether at sunrise when the lake glows gold, or in the cool quiet of dusk, Batak offers a stillness that touches the soul. Sozopol. Sozopol is one of Bulgaria's oldest towns, and yet it greets visitors with a quiet, seaside grace. Perched along the Black Sea coast, its old town is a labyrinth of cobblestone streets, wooden houses with flowered balconies, and sea views around every turn. The rhythm here is slow, fishermen mending nets, waves tapping gently against the shore, and the soft hum of local cafes. At sunset, the golden light spills across the stone walls and terracotta rooftops, creating a peaceful warmth that invites you to pause and simply look. Monument Arch of Liberty. Standing high in the Balkan Mountains, the Monument Arch of Liberty offers more than just sweeping views. It delivers a deep sense of quiet reflection. The massive concrete arch is dedicated to Bulgaria's fight for freedom, yet its remote location gives it a surprisingly peaceful presence. Surrounded by wide-open skies and forested slopes, the monument feels far removed from everyday noise. The path leading up to it is calm, flanked by wildflowers and carried by mountain breezes. From the top, the view stretches in all directions, revealing the untouched beauty of central Bulgaria. Whether you're alone or with others, there's a hushed reverence to the space, an invitation to remember, to observe, and to breathe. Zarevets Fortress. Zarevets Fortress rises above the town of Veliko Tarnovo like a watchful guardian, wrapped in layers of stone and history. Yet despite its towering walls and dramatic setting, the experience of visiting it can be surprisingly peaceful. Inside the old walls, winding paths lead through ancient ruins and restored towers. The view from the hilltop offers a quiet panorama of the Yantra River looping below, the town nestled softly in the distance. The chapel at the summit, with its modern frescoes and quiet interior, adds a spiritual calm to the site. Zarovets is not just a fortress, it's a place where the weight of the past meets the peace of the present. Pomorye. Pomorye is a peaceful seaside town, nestled on a narrow peninsula along the Black Sea coast. Known for its healing mud and calm waters, the town offers a tranquil escape far from crowded resorts. The gentle sea breeze carries the scent of salt and blooming sea lavender, while waves lap softly against the shore. Narrow streets wind through whitewashed houses, and fishermen tend their nets. By the harbour, at sunrise, the sky turns golden over the still waters, reflecting the town's quiet soul. Pomorye is also home to ancient Thracian tombs and a tranquil monastery, blending history and serenity. It's a place where time slows down and the sea seems to whisper peace into every moment. Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. The Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, located in the heart of Sofia, stands as one of Bulgaria's most iconic landmarks. Its golden domes shine in the daylight, reflecting the sky above and casting a warm glow on the square below. Despite its grandeur, the cathedral offers a deep sense of stillness. Inside, the cool air carries the scent of incense, and the soft flicker of candles lights the richly painted icons. The walls seem to absorb all sound, creating a space where footsteps echo gently and whispers linger. Visitors naturally lower their voices, moved by the serene atmosphere. Whether you're there for faith or simply to observe, the cathedral offers a calm refuge in the middle of the city's quiet hum. Like and subscribe to this video if these breathtaking landscapes gave you a moment of peace or inspiration today. Nesebar. Nesebar, an ancient town perched on a small peninsula in the Black Sea, feels like a place frozen in time. Its narrow cobbled streets wind past Byzantine churches, stone walls, and traditional wooden houses that have stood for centuries. The scent of sea breeze and blooming flowers drifts through the air, and the gentle sound of waves surrounds the island on all sides. Early mornings and late evenings are especially tranquil, when the crowds fade and the golden light brings a hush over the rooftops. Sitting quietly along the old harbour or exploring a forgotten chapel, you can feel the deep stillness that lives within Nesebar. It's not just a town, it's a gentle whisper of history by the sea. Ovech Fortress. Ovech Fortress rests high above the town of Provadia, accessible by a quiet stone bridge that stretches across the cliffs. As you step onto the fortress grounds, you're met with sweeping views of the valley below and a calm that comes only with great height and open sky. The ruins are scattered across the rocky plateau, with remnants of towers, gates, and ancient pathways whispering stories of the past. But it's the silence that defines Ovech. Only the wind and the occasional bird call break it. Walking alone through the stone remains, surrounded by nature, you feel far from everything modern. It's a peaceful, elevated space where time feels paused and the present moment becomes everything. Varna. Varna is Bulgaria's Black Sea gem, a coastal city that balances seaside calm with cultural depth. While it is one of the country's largest cities, its soul is gentle. The sea garden stretches like a green ribbon along the shore, where locals stroll beneath canopies of trees and sit quietly on benches facing the water. The scent of salt mixes with jasmine in bloom, and music sometimes drifts softly from open-air cafes. Beyond the garden, the calm beaches invite long walks and tranquil moments by the sea. Even in its historic museums and Roman baths, Varna feels unhurried, warm, and peaceful. It's a city that holds space for both movement and rest. Veliko Tarnovo. Veliko Tarnovo is a city built across hills, where colorful houses cascade down steep cliffs and the Yantra River curves gently through the valley. Its beauty lies not just in the views, but in the slow, thoughtful pace of life. Walking through the old town, time feels stretched. Stone alleys lead past quiet courtyards, and the breeze carries a softness through the air. The terraced architecture gives each level its own perspective, offering peaceful scenes of tiled rooftops and surrounding forests. The city glows warmly at sunset, especially when the ancient fortress Zarovets lights up in golden hues. In Veliko Tarnovo, every corner feels personal, every moment unhurried. It's a place made for wandering gently and breathing deeply. Freedom Monument. Located in the town of Ruse, the Freedom Monument stands tall in a peaceful square surrounded by trees and elegant buildings. Though it commemorates Bulgaria's fight for independence, the monument has a dignified stillness that invites quiet reflection. The statue's proud stance is softened by the calm around it. Birds settle in the branches above, and footsteps echo gently on the wide stone paths. The nearby park offers a shaded retreat with benches where you can sit and feel the breeze move through the leaves. It's a place that honors the past but lives in the present, with a sense of peace and presence that lingers long after you leave. Bansko, nestled at the foot of the Pirin Mountains, is known as a ski resort, but in the off-season, it transforms into a haven of alpine calm. The town's cobbled streets are lined with stone houses and flower-filled gardens where life slows to a peaceful rhythm. Beyond the town, meadows stretch towards snow-dusted peaks and pine forests hum with the sound of wind and birdsong. Clear mountain air and cool streams bring refreshment to body and mind. Whether strolling the quiet lanes or resting by a riverside trail, Bansko offers a deep sense of escape. It's not just a destination, it's a gentle pause where nature and tradition soothe the spirit. Lake Muratovo. Tucked into the Pirin Mountains at over 2,000 meters above sea level, Lake Muratovo is a hidden jewel surrounded by alpine silence. The lake's deep blue surface reflects the rugged peaks that rise around it, while wildflowers and moss line its rocky shores. There's no sound here except the wind and the occasional rustle of mountain grass. The air is crisp and cool, even in summer, and the hike to the lake is a peaceful journey through pine forests and open meadows. Reaching Muratovo feels like arriving in a private sanctuary, untouched, still, and far from everything. It's a place where thoughts grow quiet and the natural world speaks softly to the soul. Koprivshtitsa. Koprivshtitsa is a mountain town frozen in time, nestled peacefully among the green hills of central Bulgaria. Known for its beautifully preserved 19th century houses, painted in earthy colors and adorned with wood carvings, the town feels like a living museum. Narrow cobblestone streets wind gently between flower-filled courtyards and quiet stone bridges, cross small creeks that hum softly. Surrounded by forests and fields, the town moves to a slower rhythm. The scent of burning wood and blooming gardens lingers in the air. It's a place that invites wandering, reflection, and a sense of connection to nature, to history, and to a simpler way of life. Chudnite Mostov. Chudnite Mostov, or the Wonderful Bridges, are natural rock arches hidden deep in the Rhodope Mountains. Carved over centuries by water and time, these massive stone formations stretch across forested ravines in graceful, surreal curves. Moss, ferns, and wildflowers grow along their edges, while light filters gently through the trees above. The silence here is profound, broken only by the murmur of a stream flowing beneath the stone. Walking beneath the arches, you feel small, yet deeply connected to something vast and eternal. It's a place where nature has shaped beauty quietly and patiently, offering peace in every curve of rock and whisper of wind. Subscribe to become part of a community that cherishes the beauty of nature and hidden wonders around the world. Pirin Mountains. The Pirin Mountains are a dramatic range in southwestern Bulgaria, known for their sharp ridges, alpine lakes, and high, snow-dusted peaks. Yet despite their ruggedness, there's a deep sense of calm in these mountains. Pine forests stretch endlessly, and small trails wind through valleys filled with wild herbs and the sound of water trickling from springs. Higher up, lakes rest in quiet craters, their surfaces still and reflective. The air is pure, the sky feels closer, and everything moves more slowly here. Whether you're hiking or simply sitting in a quiet meadow, the Pirin Mountains offer a raw and peaceful connection to the earth. Bulgarian Monument. Perched on a remote peak in the Balkan Mountains, the Bulgarian Monument looks like a structure from another world. Though abandoned, its presence is commanding, circular, massive, and silent against the wind. Nature has begun to reclaim it, with grass growing through cracks and birds nesting in quiet corners. The road to the top winds through forests and open ridges, offering wide, calming views of the valleys below. Once you arrive, the silence is striking. The air is still. The only sounds are those of distant breezes and your own footsteps. Buzludzha is more than a monument. It's a symbol of time passing, of stories fading into silence, and of beauty in unexpected solitude. Musala Peak. Musala Peak, the highest point in Bulgaria and all of the Balkans, rises 2,925 meters above sea level within the Rila Mountains. The journey to the summit is not just about height, but about immersion in one of the most peaceful landscapes in the region. Alpine meadows bloom in summer with soft colors, and the wind carries a crisp, clean scent. As you climb higher, the horizon opens up in all directions, revealing an endless expanse of peaks and valleys. At the summit, there's a quiet grandeur, the kind that silences the mind and brings clarity. Musala isn't just a climb, it's an invitation to breathe with the mountains. Snezanka Tower. Rising above the Pamparovo ski resort in the Rhodope Mountains, Snezanka Tower offers panoramic views that calm the soul. Surrounded by spruce forests and gentle hills, the tower stands atop Snezanka Peak like a quiet sentinel. The air here is cool and fresh, and on clear days, you can see distant ranges stretching into the horizon. The journey to the tower passes through peaceful woodland trails where the sunlight dances through the trees. From the observation deck, the world feels hushed and far away. It's a place where time seems suspended, and even the view itself invites quiet contemplation. At Snezanka, you're not just seeing the landscape, you're feeling its calm settle into your chest. Gorica Waterfall. Hidden in the quiet forest near Biala, Gorica Waterfall is a gentle cascade tucked among moss-covered rocks and shaded trees. The path to reach it winds softly through woodland trails, where birds sing and the light filters through the leaves. As you approach, the sound of water becomes clearer, a soft, continuous flow spilling into a clear, shallow pool below. The area around the waterfall is cool and peaceful, perfect for a moment of rest or reflection. Ferns and wildflowers grow freely here, and the air is rich with the scent of earth and water. Gorica isn't large, but its charm lies in its serenity, a simple, natural beauty that soothes the senses. Rila Mountains. The Rila Mountains, home to Bulgaria's highest peaks, are a vast and tranquil wilderness where nature reigns supreme. Endless pine forests, clear mountain streams, and deep glacial lakes fill the landscape. Trails weave through valleys and rise gently towards snow-capped summits, revealing breathtaking views along the way. In every direction, the world feels untouched and pure. The mountain air is cool, even in summer, and carries the scent of pine and wild herbs. Wildlife is abundant, yet the stillness is rarely broken. The Rila Mountains invite not only hikers, but also those who seek silence, solitude, and a connection with something timeless. Here, surrounded by sky and stone, it's easy to feel both small and completely at peace. Kardzali Reservoir. Kardzali Reservoir is a peaceful lake created by the Ada River, surrounded by green hills and quiet cliffs in southern Bulgaria. Its winding shape forms secluded bays and peninsulas that feel untouched and hidden. Fishermen drift quietly across the water, and small boats leave soft ripples on the surface. The reflections of the surrounding hills change with the light, offering a different view each hour. Birds nest in the reeds, and the air is calm, filled only with natural sounds. It's a favorite place for those who want to relax by the water or simply take in the view in silence. Kardzali Reservoir is not just a body of water, it's a peaceful retreat, cradled by nature. Prohodna Cave. Known as the Eyes of God, Prohodna Cave is a natural rock tunnel with two large oval openings in its ceiling that let light stream in from above. These eye-shaped holes create a surreal and deeply spiritual atmosphere, especially when sunlight pours through them like a spotlight. The cave itself is massive, yet still and hushed, with stone walls that echo every footstep. Nature has shaped it over millennia, but the feeling it leaves is immediate, one of awe, mystery, and quiet wonder. As you stand beneath the eyes, it's easy to feel small and yet connected to something greater. Prohodna is not just a geological formation, it's a cathedral of stone and silence. Burgas. Burgas is a vibrant city by the Black Sea that offers surprising calm and spaciousness despite its urban size. At its heart is the Sea Garden, a long park that hugs the coastline, filled with sculptures, flower beds, and shaded paths where locals stroll at a leisurely pace. The sound of the waves accompanies the soft breeze through pine trees, and benches invite quiet reflection with views of the shimmering sea. Burgas is also home to peaceful lakes on its outskirts, attracting flamingos and herons that add a gentle grace to the scenery. Whether wandering through its laid-back city streets or sitting beside the tranquil bay, Shkopilovtsi. Shkopilovtsi is a hidden gem along Bulgaria's Black Sea coast, known for its wide, untouched beaches and quiet, forested surroundings. Unlike busier resorts, this coastal village remains calm and spacious, with golden sands stretching for kilometers without interruption. Behind the beach, pine woods offer shade and silence, and the sea is often calm, lapping gently against the shore. Early mornings here are magical, fog lifting off the water, soft waves rolling in, and only footprints in the sand. It's a place where time slows, where the sea and sky meet in soft blue harmony, and where visitors find not just rest, but renewal in the rhythm of nature. Vitosha Mountain. Vitosha Mountain, just beyond the reach of Sofia's city streets, rises with quiet grace into the clouds. Its forests offer a soft green canopy, where sunlight filters through and birdsong echoes between the trees. Meadows open up to breathtaking views of the city below, while stone trails wind past springs and alpine flowers. Fresher and filled with the scent of pine and wild herbs. Whether covered in summer green or winter snow, Vitosha is a place of natural peace. It gives visitors a space to reflect, breathe, and listen to nature, to silence, or perhaps to themselves. It's not just a mountain, it's a gentle escape into stillness. Asparahov Bridge. Asparahov Bridge spans the Varna Lake in northeastern Bulgaria, linking parts of the coastal city with a graceful curve over water and land. At nearly 2 kilometers long, The bridge offers panoramic views of the Black Sea coast, industrial ports, and calm inland waters. The breeze is constant, and from the pedestrian path, it feels as if the whole region opens up beneath you. While it's a vital connection for the city, the bridge also holds a quiet beauty, especially at sunset, when the sky glows orange and reflections shimmer across the surface below. Whether viewed from a distance or crossed on foot, Asparuhov Bridge has a stillness that contrasts with its size, a balance between motion and calm. Maritsa River. The Maritsa River gently winds its way through southern Bulgaria, flowing past fields, villages, and cities in a graceful rhythm. It is one of the longest rivers in the Balkans, yet it rarely moves in haste. Along its banks, life unfolds slowly. Farmers tend to crops, birds rest in the reeds, and quiet bridges arch over the water. In places like Plovdiv, the river brings a touch of nature to urban life, creating calm reflections of buildings and sky. Early mornings here are serene, with light mist drifting across the surface. Maritsa isn't dramatic. It is steady, soft-spoken, and grounding, like a whispered song that carries on through time and landscape. Plovdiv. Plovdiv is one of Europe's oldest cities, but beneath its deep history lies a peaceful charm that invites gentle exploration. Its old town is a mosaic of cobbled streets, colorful houses with wooden balconies, and Roman ruins softly woven into everyday life. The air is filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the quiet hum of local cafes. The hilltops, or tepeta, provide views that stretch across red roofs and tree-lined avenues. There's no rush here, just the slow unfolding of culture, memory, and beauty. Walking through Plovdiv feels like turning the pages of a storybook written over thousands of years, each chapter soft and full of grace. Pobiti Kamani. Pobiti Kamani, or the Stone Forest, is a surreal landscape near Varna, where ancient stone pillars rise like silent sentinels from the earth. These natural formations, shaped by erosion over millions of years, create the illusion of a petrified forest. The ground is sandy, the wind is gentle, and the entire area is wrapped in a quiet stillness. Some columns are hollow, others solid, but all are uniquely weathered and mysterious. The play of light and shadow across the stones changes with each passing hour, adding to their dreamlike presence. Visitors often describe Pobiti Kamani not just as a geological wonder, but as a place where time seems to pause, offering space for reflection and awe. Subscribe to become part of a community that cherishes the beauty of nature and hidden wonders around the world. Belogradchik Rocks, Vidin. The Belogradchik Rocks rise dramatically from the earth in northwestern Bulgaria, forming one of the country's most remarkable natural wonders. These towering red stone formations resemble castles, animals, and ancient statues sculpted over centuries by wind and water. Between them lie narrow trails, hidden caves, and the quiet ruins of Belogradchik Fortress, blending history and nature into a single breathtaking view. The air here is clean and still, carrying only the sound of wind and distant birds. As the sun moves across the sky, the rocks shift in color and mood, glowing red in the evening light and casting long, meditative shadows. It's a place that feels like a dream carved from stone. Varna. Varna is Bulgaria's Black Sea gem, a coastal city that balances seaside calm with cultural depth. While it is one of the country's largest cities, its soul is gentle. The sea garden stretches like a green ribbon along the shore, where locals stroll beneath canopies of trees and sit quietly on benches facing the water. The scent of salt mixes with jasmine in bloom, and music sometimes drifts softly from open-air cafes. Even in its historic museums and Roman baths, Varna feels unhurried, warm, and peaceful. It's a city that holds space for both movement and rest. Nesebar. Nesebar is an ancient town that rests gently on a small peninsula, surrounded by the Black Sea on nearly all sides. Cobblestone streets wind through stone houses and quiet courtyards, leading to old churches that stand with quiet dignity. The sea is always near, visible at the end of every lane and audible in the soft crashing of waves. The air is salty and still, and the rhythm of life here is slower than elsewhere. Fishing boats bob quietly in the harbor, and seagulls circle lazily above the tiled roofs. Whether walking along the ancient walls or sitting in a quiet cafe with a sea view, Nessebar offers an atmosphere of timeless peace. Pomori. Pomori is a peaceful seaside town, nestled on a narrow peninsula along the Black Sea coast. Known for its healing mud and calm waters, the town offers a tranquil escape far from crowded resorts. The gentle sea breeze carries the scent of salt and blooming sea lavender, while waves lap softly against the shore. Narrow streets wind through whitewashed houses, and fishermen tend their nets by the harbour. At sunrise, the sky turns golden over the still waters, reflecting the town's quiet soul. Pomori is also home to ancient Thracian tombs and a tranquil monastery, blending history and serenity. It's a place where time slows down and the sea seems to whisper peace into every moment. Burgas. Burgas is a vibrant city by the Black Sea that offers surprising calm and spaciousness despite its urban size. At its heart is the Sea Garden, a long park that hugs the coastline, filled with sculptures, flower beds, and shaded paths where locals stroll at a leisurely pace. The sound of the waves accompanies the soft breeze through pine trees, and benches invite quiet reflection with views of the shimmering sea. Burgas is also home to peaceful lakes on its outskirts, attracting flamingos and herons that add a gentle grace to the scenery. Whether wandering through its laid-back city streets or sitting beside the tranquil bay, Burgas provides a comforting blend of nature and coastal charm. And so, our journey through the timeless wonders of Bulgaria comes to a close, but the echoes of its mountains, monasteries, and coastlines stay with us. From the stillness of the 7 Rila lakes to the ancient watchfulness of Zarovets fortress, Bulgaria is not just a place to visit, it's a place to feel. A quiet sanctuary for the soul, filled with history, nature, and a sense of wonder that words can barely hold. Whether you found peace among the Rhodope peaks, inspiration in the ruins of Perperikon, or joy walking the cobbled streets of Sofia, we hope this journey brought you a little closer to the heart of this beautiful land. If Bulgaria touched your spirit today, we'd be honored by your support. Like this video to help us share Bulgaria's hidden gems. Share it with fellow travelers and seekers of serene beauty. Comment below with your favorite spot or one you now dream of exploring, and subscribe to join us on more journeys to the most enchanting places on Earth. Thank you for being part of this adventure. Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and never stop exploring the places that speak to your soul.